Yeah, must be nice, you know what I mean? What it is, wild, yeah, poets say right now. Listen up,
Hello everyone. It's been a while since I filmed my last vlog, but I've been kind of just how should I put it? Like running around inside of a wheel instead of a hamster wheel for some time, trying to distract myself from muscular pain. I've been smoking a bit of weed here and there, but I quit because I can't find a trusted source where I know there's no like heavy metal poisoning or anything that goes in there. And my only advice, if you are a smoker, your lungs absorb a lot. In fact, your lungs absorb more than your intestine. So be careful what you put in your lungs. My advice would be, if you are a smoker, grow your own tobacco, grow your own marijuana. Don't buy from sources that you don't trust. Another thing that I wanted to say is that um, my whole life there's been like synchronicities happening that aren't necessarily, I don't want to say they're good or bad, but they're neutral, but they've been really creeping me out. Like, for example, I've been visited by strange individuals even since I was a kid. My relatives really don't remember any of these strangers coming over, but I do. And I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, maybe. Yeah, more than 2 weeks ago. I called 911 because I was feeling very sick. I was feeling like I was about to die. The back of my skull was on fire. I felt like not only my head but my core of my body was melting, and I felt like I was getting very hot. And when the 911 came and they took my temperature, it was within the norm. So I don't want to describe everything, all the creepy stuff that happened, but they eventually put me into the psych ward, and they tried to put me on Respiridol, and there were some people who were getting injected with the Respiridol. I couldn't sleep at all for like a week. I had no sleep. I was sweating. I was tossing and turning, and I was sweating, and I felt hot and cold at the same time. I was being tortured by terrible, terrible, I don't know, I want to call them demons. Whatever they are. Whatever they are. I recently joined the church. My good friend took me to church. He took me to the Pentecostal church, and I'm starting to find hope there a little bit. I feel a little bit more relaxed and healed. Well, at least a little bit healed. But I still have, soreness and pain every now and then, and I still can't find total peace of mind. Before this, I was always very isolated, even with my roommates. Yeah, even with my roommates, I was feeling very isolated because I didn't talk to them, and I decided that now's a good time to try to make friends with them because I ain't going anywhere. I don't think I can get off the grid. So, I've been suspecting potential heavy metal poisoning. And so, if you suspect that you may have been poisoned, potentially through smoking or, I don't know, just eating something that's been poisoned continuously, I would recommend trying to get them out. And what you need to eat to get it out is, first of all, calcium, and magnesium. And calcium you can find in milk. Well, I drink almond milk, but I supplement with calcium from Immunotech because it's calcium with vitamin D, and it's taken from cow's milk. This calcium. It's not taken from shellfish. It's taken from cow's milk. So it's just purified calcium from cow's milk. And another thing is, I also have been trying to incorporate as much leafy greens and any green vegetable, whether it's cooked or raw. But if I eat it raw, then I have to wash it very, very well. And another thing is, I've been also supplementing with iodine because I don't know how much nuclear waste there is on the planet right now. And one of my roommates told me that there was a guy in the grocery store at which she works who was constantly buying bird seeds. And she asked him, "Why are you constantly buying bird seeds?" And he said that he made a mistake in one of the equations in the nuclear facility, which caused him to create a lot of nuclear waste by accident. And he felt guilty, so he's now trying to feed the birds because they have mutations. So because of this, I would recommend, again, Immunotech. I'm taking this supplement right here, K21, from Immunotech, because I'm trying to protect my thyroid. If you've seen anyone with Hashimoto's or thyroid cancer, trust me, this is not a cool condition to have. This is not cool at all. So I take this because it has, first of all, iodine, and you can't find iodine anywhere here in Canada. In the health stores, I tried finding iodine, I couldn't find it. And the calcium supplements, they come from shellfish. And if you're allergic to that, then good luck. And then this one, I also take this optimizer. I drink this with my food. I cook every day for myself now. I try to avoid eating out as much as possible. I'm also avoiding products that are high in yeast, as I heard on the news that there's some kind of deadly mutated yeast that is becoming highly toxic and infectious, and it's actually killing people. So probiotics, because probiotics helps to balance your body's yeast content. Try to avoid eating too much foods that contain sugar. And I'm not saying don't eat sugar. Eat sugar. Like, add some sugar to your tea or whatever, but don't buy too much processed food because there's a lot of sugar there. Like, you can't even imagine. Like, ketchup has like in 1 tablespoon of ketchup, I think it's like half of it is sugar. Also, I'm taking Immunotech Immunical, which is a precursor to glutathione, which is an immune system, a critical part of creating your immune system. And it's actually, it's not an immune system booster, it just supports your immune system nutritionally. And so Immunical is just cysteine, which is a protein that not very stable. So you need to, like, some people get cysteine from eating raw eggs. I wouldn't eat raw eggs. So if you're really bold, you want to go ahead and eat some raw eggs, go ahead. I would never eat raw eggs. I'm scared of raw eggs. I'm trying to eat a lot of garlic, because garlic is also helps you to get rid of heavy metal toxicity, and I eat it raw. Sometimes I take a magic bullet and I add it to my tomato juice. I'll even add a bit of spinach to my tomato juice, and it'll be like spinach and garlic fortified tomato juice. So guys, stop buying processed food. You're killing the planet, you're killing yourself. What else? Yes, turmeric. You can either take it as a root, you can make it as a steeped tea, but you gotta cut it up real small, and you gotta boil it for like, I don't know, a minute or something. Also, I've been getting stevia, like I mentioned before, organic traditions stevia. It's still got its green color. Although I do also have the white stevia packets. Sometimes I add that to my tea, sometimes I add normal sugar. But yes, I eat a lot of garlic. I eat like I eat like approximately 6 cloves or 6 teeth of garlics. Although that's not enough for my detox session right now. I'm trying to detox. Also because I've been trying to quit smoking, and I picked up smoking from smoking weed because I used to mix tobacco into my weed. And also smoking cigarettes is just cheaper. Now I'm chewing some Nicorette gum, and I'm trying to get over this addiction. It's a terrible addiction because you don't know what chemicals are going into this tobacco. So yeah, there's been a lot of crazy synchronicities in my life. I feel like I'm being pursued. I feel like I've been pursued my whole life and wasn't aware of it. Pursued by all sorts of weird individuals. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even want to get into the details of how crazy my life has been the last couple of years. I feel like Canada, or wherever I'm living, this world is becoming a very strange and eerie place. And I don't know. I don't even want to get into the topic of suicide because I think it's wrong. But sometimes people commit suicide not because they're tired of living, but potentially people can commit suicide out of fear. And that's like, please don't scare people into suicide, you know? I feel like, I don't know, some kind of higher powers are trying to scare me into suicide. And it's not gonna happen. I value my life too much. My life as it is. I don't know who I really am. I don't know if the Matrix is real, or if Winnie the Pooh and the Matrix are real. You know. So yeah. Again, iodine, magnesium, and calcium, and try to get it from as natural a source as you can. And avoid getting toxic stuff into your lungs, because your lungs absorb like crazy anything that's there. So this is my, I guess, my 5th video. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And yeah, see you guys next time. Maybe I'll film another vlog soon.
You're so lovely, aren't you lucky? But trust me, it's a must-see. I tell it like it must be. Never mind, sometimes I find it gets super ugly. Yeah, it's easy. Nobody sees you when you're struggling now. But when we get it up and running, you ain't seeing nothing now. We ain't making a scene when we're coming in. Poets ain't living a dream, but money ain't a thing. But what don't matter then if we use what little we gotta make it in. Cause my mind is thinking heavier than money's paper thin. I need some answers right now, and in my mind money ain't gon' change a thing. So never mind, sometimes it's no surprise your eyes got you chasing the strangest things. Like in the back of my mind, I need to save some change for bling 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 bling.